date women in their 20s
Hi.
and in their 40s.
We all want to be in love.
Age of Love will figure out the age-old question, does age matter?
He's not going to end up with a 40-something.
Bring it on. Is this what happens when you date a 30-year-old guy?
Who do you think he'll choose? Age of Love, a new series, premieres 1 week from Monday on NBC.
Now, from Eastern Carolina's Weather Authority, WITN 7 News at 11.
A sizzling first day of the Washington Summer Festival ends with fireworks lighting up the night sky. And the Space Shuttle Atlantis also lit up the skies tonight, a successful launch from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. It was a scorching Friday with the heat index hitting 100 in many locations today. Hot and humid again for tomorrow. That means if you're headed to events like the Washington Summer Festival, you will need the sunscreen and plenty of water, Marvin.
You got that right. Of course, we see some of the fireworks going on in the background. This is just a little while ago in downtown Washington along the waterfront. So a beautiful night for it. Mostly clear skies, a warm breeze. Temperatures have been holding up to near 80 degrees through much of the evening, and it continues that way at the current time. And of course, festival continues on for tomorrow as well, and should be another good day, although we may have to dodge a shower or two in a few spots. But great fireworks again tonight in downtown Washington. Well, as far as our conditions, not much in the way of rain in our area. Now up in Virginia and to our south and west, we've had some showers today. And in fact, when we take a look at this on the broader view, you'll notice just a few showers here. The heaviest cluster of showers and storms moving through central Virginia, Richmond. That will probably clip the Norfolk area, but that activity should stay north of the Virginia border. At most, it may clip Currituck County. So by and large tonight, it looks like we will come out of this, but not much rain, although later tonight, especially as that front gets a little closer, we could see an isolated storm or two. Hot and humid again tomorrow. Afternoon thunderstorms a possibility, and a couple of those could be severe, so we'll be watching for that. And that heat index certainly high up there. Extreme caution tomorrow. Between 90 and 100 degrees, that combination of temperature and humidity, you're going to feel it out there very long. So if you're thinking about the summer festival tomorrow at 2 o'clock, 90 degrees will be the average temperature, hot. And there could be a couple of thunderstorms popping up by that time. So just look out to the west or northwest, very likely with the storm. And tomorrow evening, the summer festival evening activities and festivities, 76 degrees by around 8 or 9 o'clock, probably through 10 o'clock, humid. And just a slight chance of a shower or two, so it should be another great day for the summer festival. Now, if you're thinking about heading to the beach this weekend, around the area of Emerald Isle, Atlantic Beach, Topsail Beach, Surf City, 87 on Saturday, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon. Sunday, 84, slightly cooler and a little bit less humid there. And farther north up the Outer Banks, we're looking at temperatures around the low and mid 80s tomorrow, and then 80 degrees Sunday with, we'll call it partly sunny skies. So overall, a decent weekend, just dodging a couple of showers tomorrow. I'll have more details on that forecast in a few moments, Dave.
All right, thanks, Marvin. We certainly feel the heat when we're outside, but we're not the only ones. Our pets are vulnerable as well. Experts say it's preferable in weather like this to keep your animal inside. Dr. John Pewitt at the Brigadoon Animal Hospital in the Carteret County town of Cedar Point says animals are easy targets for heat stress.
Dogs and cats do not have sweat glands like we do, so their only way of dissipating heat is by panting.
Pewitt also recommends keeping a very close watch on larger and long-haired dogs. Some of the folks that are most at risk and suffer the most complications from the heat are the very young and the elderly. It's important for everyone to drink plenty of water and stay in the cool air conditioning if they can. If seniors experience dizziness or headaches or excessive sweating, they could be suffering from heat exhaustion.
Be attentive to how they feel. Heat stroke and just being in the heat, it doesn't take 100 degrees to really do something to you. You know, they have to make sure that they're hydrated, they drink a lot of fluids.
In Onslow County, if seniors do not have air conditioning, fans are offered to them at the Senior Center. One of the best ways to beat the heat is to head to the beach, and more people will likely add Ocracoke to their destination list after it was named the best beach in America. Florida International University professor Stephen Leatherman, also known as Dr. Beach, has chosen a portion of Ocracoke Island as #1 in his 17th annual announcement of the nation's top 10 beaches. It's the first year that Leatherman has chosen a beach outside of Florida or Hawaii as the best.
I'm looking for a delicate balance between nature and a built environment. Here we have the little village, little quaint village with all the amenities you really need, and that puts together the whole package to make this America's top beach, national winner.
Officially, Leatherman selected Ocracoke Lifeguarded Beach on the south end of the Cape Hatteras National Seashore on the island. For many school kids, summer vacation is here, but officials are already thinking about the 2009 school year. Today, the State Board of Education approved new requirements for high school freshmen entering high school in 2009. Students will be required to pick up an extra math class to graduate. The plan would apply to freshmen entering high school in 2009. Classes would include 2 algebra classes, geometry, and 1 other math course. The new rules also would require that 2 of the students' 6 electives be a combination of art, foreign language, or vocational classes. State education leaders say a more challenging curriculum would help students. Some folks living around the ECU campus are learning a valuable lesson: lock your doors and windows. Since last week, there have been more than 10 break-ins off Summit, Library, Hawley, and Meade Streets. Students living off campus usually leave the area during the summer break, leaving many of their belongings inside. But ECU officers say they're not the ones being targeted. It's the ones who are home, leaving doors and windows unlocked.
No, we do our best in making patrols and educating the public and the students and, the community out here on different things. But, it just takes one time for someone to leave something unsecured, and, there's always someone there waiting for an opportunity to take advantage of that.
Officers suggest students register their belongings by having them engraved by the police department. 4 people are charged in a couple of break-ins in Washington and Beaufort County. 3 of them are teenagers. The Sheriff's Department says the break-ins occurred at 549 Turkey Trot and Juniper and Sandpoint Drive. Authorities charged 19-year-old Dustin Lewis Sullivan, 18-year-old Ramar Rashawn Boomer, 25-year-old Timothy Scott Richard, and 16-year-old Michael Tyler Miller. Pentagon Chief Robert Gates says bitter divisions over the Iraq War led the Bush administration to change course and replace General Peter Pace as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Pace will be replaced by Admiral Mike Mullen. Jim Miklashevsky has more.
Straight-laced and by the book, he's known in the military as Perfect Pete. But Defense Secretary Robert Gates said today he will not renominate General Pace as Joint Chiefs chairman. Gates said Senate Democrats and Republicans warned that Pace's confirmation hearing would spark a heated debate on what's gone wrong in Iraq.
I have decided that at this moment in our history, the nation, our men and women in uniform, and General Pace himself would not be well served by a divisive ordeal.
A Vietnam vet, Pace has been a Marine more than 40 years. But as vice chairman, then chairman of the Joint Chiefs, he'll be forever linked to the Iraq War. Critics contend Pace failed to seriously challenge his civilian bosses, like former Secretary Donald Rumsfeld, and their decisions on the war.
I think he will go down as a very weak chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, a chairman who basically did the administration's bidding.
But Pace publicly stood up to Rumsfeld on whether U.S. troops should intervene to prevent inhumane treatment of Iraqis.
I don't think you mean they have an obligation to physically stop it. It's to report it.
If they are physically present when inhumane treatment is taking place, or they have an obligation to try to stop it.
Gates announced today he'll appoint the Navy's top commanding officer, Admiral Michael Mullen, to take over the Joint Chiefs. That will pretty much clean out everyone at the top inside the Pentagon, civilian and military, who played a major role in the Iraq War.
This is a change of command because almost everybody associated with Rumsfeld has been discredited by Iraq.
In an emotional meeting, General Pace told his staff today that he wanted all U.S. forces in Iraq to know that he did not voluntarily walk away from the war. Airline travel isn't as much fun as it used to be. You have to take your shoes off just to get through security. In-flight food is practically non-existent, and the seat in front of you often ends up in your face. Consumer Reports' just published survey reveals the most vexing problems and how 18 airlines stack up. With summer travel season here, the airline you choose can make a difference in whether you enjoy the flight. Consumer Reports survey of 23,000 subscribers found lots of problems.
Plenty of people complained about cramped seats. There were also a lot of complaints about in-flight service and late flights.
U.S. Airways was among the worst, earning just 62 out of 100 points on the satisfaction scale. But the survey showed some airlines, especially smaller ones, rated as much as 25. One of the best was JetBlue, despite problems earlier this year.
There were some problems with JetBlue this winter with people stranded on the runway, but in our survey, JetBlue did very, very well.
It got high marks for easy check-in, and then once you're on board, for service and seating comfort. JetBlue brags it has a lot of leg room, and survey respondents were happy with what they got. Midwest, another small airline, also earned a high satisfaction rating, although it doesn't necessarily have the lowest fares. It stands out particularly for seating comfort and cabin service. Plus, flight attendants bake chocolate chip cookies in flight, so passengers get fresh baked snacks while they're in the air. Small airlines also scored well in consumer. Southwest, Frontier, and Hawaiian Airlines. Space Shuttle Atlantis lifted off from the Kennedy Space Center this evening for NASA's 21st mission to the International Space Station. The 7:38 liftoff from Launch Pad 39A was on schedule and smooth as cheers and shouts were heard throughout the Space Center. The Atlantis crew of 7 will deliver equipment to the International Space Station, as well as drop off and pick up a flight engineer. In the skies around Eastern Carolina tonight, fireworks from the Washington Summer Festival. Marvin showed you those earlier in the newscast, and this is what things look like along the waterfront earlier today. This was some video from our 6 o'clock newscast as folks were enjoying the music, the food, and the rides and other vendors. The festival continues tomorrow. WITN has a tent there, and we hope that you'll stop by and say hello. Doppler Dog will be there, scheduled to be there from 10 until 1, and then also from 7 until 9 tomorrow. From judges to sheriffs to civil rights activists, the Paris Hilton saga continues as she ends back in jail tonight. Plus, could beer be the latest cholesterol fighter? Some researchers enlisted the help of nuns to find out.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Marvin Doherty. It was a hot one out there today, a scorching day of 95 degrees, early morning low 73. Our sunrise in the morning early. Too early for me. 5:52 coming up next, your First Alert weather featuring Advanced Viper radar.
Hi, dessert fellas. We have several homemade pies. Yummy. Pecan pie, blueberry, strawberry cheesecake, my favorite. You got milkshakes. They put a scoop of French vanilla ice cream on top of that. It's not really French.
Want to get a great restaurant-style burger without the restaurant? The Patty Melt Thick Burger, new at Hardee's.
Education is the key to a brighter future. That's why Sylvan Learning Center is proud to join WITN TV7 in saluting this year's top high school graduating seniors, the best of the class 2007.
A yearbook full of memories, a time to share with friends, a hug that says we'll keep in touch, 'cause friendship never ends. The autographs, a cap and gown, the honors that you've earned, a future that looks bright because of everything you learned. You're the best of the class this year. You're the best of the class this year.
These students represent the best and the brightest of our high schools.
That's why we're proud to salute the best of the class of 2007. Congratulations!
I'm telling you, man, it's a conspiracy. Well, hot dogs come in packs of 10, and buns come in packs of 8, so I have to buy 2 packages of buns for 1 pack of hot dogs, and then I have 6 buns left over. Meanwhile, Mr. Bun Maker is cruising the Caribbean in a catamaran.
When you don't have to think about your wireless service, you have the freedom to think about other things.
And with Suncom Anytime Phone Rewards, you can save on a new phone at any time. No waiting, no worrying. Suncom. Worryless wireless.
It's back! WITN's Big Bang Auction, Eastern Carolina's largest online auction. Bid now on any item at WITNBigBang.com. Bidding is now through June 18th. Bid on hundreds of items from Eastern Carolina merchants. You can't win if you don't bid, so bid now on this John Deere lawn tractor from East Coast Equipment. WITN's Big Bang Auction runs now through June 18th. Go to WITN's Big Bang Auction and bid now. It's WITN's Big Bang Auction.
From Eastern Carolina's Weather Authority, Advanced Viper and Live Doppler 7, always on. Now, Chief Meteorologist Marvin Doherty.
Well, a few showers and storms, primarily just to our north and central Virginia. They're spreading south and east, so it will clip southeastern Virginia, may clip the extreme northern northeastern tip of some of the counties, Camden up into Currituck County. Otherwise, it looks kind of quiet right now, though I can't rule out an isolated shower overnight. Charlene Thomas of Goldsboro sent this picture of her husband, James, and Zelda. Yeah, Zelda's up there trying to fish as well out on the Outer Banks. What a beautiful day that is, a beautiful shot out there. And John Larson of Chocowinity, beautiful shot of Chocowinity Bay. That's right, Chocowinity Bay there. And one more time, yeah, Bill Parker of Rocky Mount sent an interesting picture there. A sunset right along US 64 in the Rocky Mount area. Kind of a nice display of a variety of clouds up there, shining with that sunset just before sunset recently in that area. Send your picture to me, Marvin.Doherty at WITNTV.com. In the meanwhile, it's warm and muggy out there tonight. 82 degrees Greenville, 79 Washington, 77 in New Bern, and these temperatures aren't going to drop very much more tonight, probably holding in the middle and upper 70s. Kinston at the Newsway Nature Center around 80. Greenville, 81 degrees right now. It is a warm one out there. Toasty and Washington at the North Carolina Estuarium, 82 degrees there with the festival just completing its first night. Of course, they'll be revved up again for tomorrow. There we have a cold front in central and Kentucky, Tennessee. Now that'll be moving eastward of and will plow into this hot and humid air, and so we've got to expect at least a few scattered showers and storms. Of course, most folks could use a shower right now, so you don't want to mess up your weekend plans. I don't think it will, but there will be a few showers and storms around the area, certainly during the afternoon and evening tomorrow, and then that should press on out for Sunday and give us less humidity and partly sunny skies. 73 to 77 overnight, warm, muggy conditions, maybe an isolated storm or two late tonight in a few spots, but most areas rain-free. Tomorrow at 91, 40% chance of storms, Goldsboro, Greenville, Washington area, farther north. In the upper 80s to about 90, and Rocky Mount, Wilson over to Edenton and Williamston. Outer Banks area, warm day, 85 and maybe an afternoon storm, and 87 around the Crystal Coast, Jacksonville, Atlantic Beach area, and Camp Lejeune with that risk of a storm. Southwesterly winds 15 to 20 on the beaches right into tomorrow morning. Then northwest in the afternoon, seas 3 to 5 feet. High tide around 3 in the morning, low tide just after 9 a.m. A hot Saturday, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon, especially on Sunday. It dries out a bit, 87, and stays in the mid to upper 80s early next week with partly sunny skies. Dave?
All right, thanks, Marvin. In and out and then back in. Paris Hilton was ordered back to jail today as a legal battle has broken out between the judge and the sheriff in Los Angeles. Stephanie Stanton is outside the courthouse with the latest.
In a day that played out like a Hollywood blockbuster.
Hey, 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 hey!
The paparazzi trailed socialite Paris Hilton as she was ordered back to jail by the same judge who handed down her original sentence. Inside the courtroom, Hilton screamed and cried upon hearing the news that she was headed back to the slammer. She was then taken to a jail medical facility where she will spend the weekend under evaluation. This afternoon, the LA County Sheriff, who allowed Hilton to leave jail and go on home confinement, spoke out about his decision.
The issue of special treatment regarding my decision to release Ms. Hilton to home detention after serving 5 days of her sentence was based on her severe medical problems.
The sheriff said he had no prior knowledge of her medical condition and that her early release wasn't special treatment.
The only thing that I can detect as special treatment is the amount of her sentence, because under our 10% early release program, she would not have served any time in our jail or would have been directly put on a home electric monitoring system.
Now, as the heiress is back behind bars, the debate over how long she should serve will continue.
They are unlikely participants. Find out why nuns are involved in a study using beer and how it may benefit you. And yet another study that claims to hold the key to helping you lose weight.
Listen for updated forecasts from Eastern Carolina's Weather Authority throughout the day on Your Country 95.1 WRNS and on Bob 93.3 All the Hits.
Yeah, that's the way I like it.
Save a bundle with Suddenlink Internet, cable television, and quality home phone service. It's the Suddenlink Triple Play offer.
I like it.
Suddenlink's advanced technology brings the fastest internet speeds, local news, weather, sports, and unlimited U.S. long-distance home phone service, all in one bill for one incredible value.
I like it.
Call now for Suddenlink phone, 866-348-1380.
WITN 24/7 Weather Channel.
Your 24/7 Weather Channel is a valuable tool for you in Eastern Carolina. One of my favorite things, though, is it rotates right through those live pinpoint weather sites where you do get information about temperature, humidity, also about rainfall. You get a chance to see all kinds of weather information throughout the day and night whenever you want it.
WITN 24/7 Weather Channel, available on WITN HD 7.2 or your local digital cable provider. Take this job and love it. Graduates of Pitt Community College are making a difference in the local workforce, and you can hear their stories Monday mornings on WITN 7 News at sunrise. Tune in for Take This Job and Love It on Monday mornings as we introduce you to Pitt Community College graduates finding success in the workplace. Take This Job and Love It, Monday mornings at 6:45 on WITN 7 News at sunrise. Sponsored by Pitt Community College. Think again. Think Pitt Community College. Powerball is here in North Carolina with big jackpots and 9 ways to win.
Powerball is on
To play, select 5 numbers from 1 to 55 and 1 number from 1 to 42 as the Powerball. Then tune in to watch the drawings every Wednesday and Saturday night.
And here are your official Powerball numbers.
You can see the winning numbers drawn right here on WITN 7. The official Powerball drawing, Wednesday and Saturday nights at 11, only on WITN 7. WITN's Advanced Viper, tracking powerful storms.
You need to prepare for a tornado headed your way.
When only seconds can make a difference.
Even if it's not on the ground right now, it could touch down at any time.
Dangerous storms demand reliable forecasting.
We are getting confirmed reports of fatalities from a tornado touchdown.
When the weather's bad, the forecast has to be good. Advanced Viper, only on WITN 7, Eastern Carolina's Weather Authority.
A study using nuns shows that beer may help to reduce cholesterol levels. The study used nuns who were non-drinkers and was carried out by the Spanish Beer Makers Association. 50 nuns drank a pint of beer for 45 days, then stopped for 6 months. Then they took 400 milligrams of hops for the 40 days. The center said that the result was a 6% reduction in total cholesterol among those with high levels. The secret to losing weight may be more about what you eat rather than how much you eat. Researchers compared the effects of 2 diets among 71 severely overweight people. Both diets focused on low-fat food, but one included food that's high in water content, such as soup, fruit, and vegetables. The group with water-rich foods actually ate about 25% more food by weight, but shed more pounds during their first 6 months of the year-long study. Researchers say the high water content helped. Sports is coming up next. First, today's Carolina Pick 3 and Cash 5 live drawings.
And good evening, I'm Tina Selden Cash, along with our auditor from Thomas & Gibbs. Here's your sizzling millionaire raffle update. Fewer than 226,000 tickets remain for the July 4th drawing. Remember, tickets are limited, so is time. First number in tonight's Carolina Pick 3 is 5. The second number is 4. And the final pick 3 for tonight is 9549. Good luck, everybody. Now it's time for the Carolina Cash 5. If no one wins tonight, tomorrow's top prize is an estimated $108,000. So check your tickets and good luck, everybody. The first Carolina Cash 5 number is 20. The second number, 21. The third number, 25. The fourth number, 8. The final number in tonight's Cash 5 is 31, 20, 21, 25, 8, 31. Here are all your winning numbers, and you'll get them right here every night on your exclusive station for the North Carolina Education Lottery. Have a good weekend.
Own a timeshare? Turn it into cash.
Timeshares only sold our timeshare fast and for the price we wanted.
And they gave us a $1,000 shopping spree.
Introducing the Timeshares Only $1,000 shopping spree bonus. Call now. Learn how to turn your timeshare into cash and get a $1,000 shopping spree. And we'll also send you this free information kit, including 10 secrets to timeshares. This offer is only good while supplies last, so don't delay. Call Timeshares Only, the most trusted name in timeshares.
Call 800-226-8582.
Today we're talking bolts with Ford's resident expert, Paul. He knows everything.
Tensile strength, root diameter, proof load, kilonewtons.
You might say he's nuts about bolts. Paul, these mounting bolts hold the leaf springs in place. Technically, what's the difference?
The Ford bolt's bigger and stronger, Mike.
Well, there it is. Bigger, stronger bolts. One more reason why F-150 is the strongest pickup in its class. Take the Ford Challenge. Find out why F-150 is the best choice.
Tonight on Jay from The Office and Evan Almighty, Steve Carell, Kenny Smith, and on the Toyota Summer Concert Series, the Goo Goo Dolls, plus jaywalking and...
You know who said you can't go home again?
Who's that?
The judge in the Paris Hilton case.
Then on Conan, Nicole Richie, and more Paris Hilton coverage tonight. Also go to NBC.com for Jay's Garage.
Welcome back. The Super Regionals are underway in the college baseball tournament. Conference USA champ Rice and Texas A&M all tied at 2 in the bottom of the 10th. The Owls batting. Jordan Dotson with the base hit to left. And here comes the go-ahead run. It rounds third, and he scores. And that is the game winner. The Rice Owls take game one of the best-of-7 series against the Aggies, 3-2. More on the Super Regionals coming up in just a bit. First, the 4th annual Marine Corps Celebrity Classic has been a big success down in Jacksonville. The golf tournament brings much needed attention to the Wounded Warrior Project and Disabled Sports USA, two of the charities devoted to helping injured service members.
Well, it's a very humbling experience. It's my 3rd year to be out here, and it's great to be around these Marines. They're wonderful people, and the people that we're playing with in the Pro-Ams for such a good cause for the Wounded Warriors. It's a lot of fun.
Celebrity play continues at Paradise Point in Jacksonville throughout the weekend. Number 3 North Carolina open play in their Super Regional against rival South Carolina in Chapel Hill tonight. Game 1 in the best-of-3 series with a trip to Omaha on the line. The clash of the Carolinas. Scoreless top of the first. James Darnell unloads to left, the 2-run blast, and the Gamecocks are off and running 2-0. Same score top of the 6th. Bases loaded for South Carolina, and Robbie Grindstaff, that's an absolute kill shot, a grand slam home run, 6-0 South Carolina. But back came the Heels, chipping and pecking, tied at 6 with 2 outs in the 7th. The Gamecocks get sloppy. Second baseman can't handle the read front. North Carolina has the first lead of the game at 7-6. Next batter, Tim Fedorov, he plays pinball. 2 more runs score on the air, 9-6 North Carolina on top, and they would take this one in game 1. 9-6 the final. They are going to try to book a ticket to Omaha tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in Chapel Hill. Several Pirates have been selected in day 2 of the Major League Baseball draft. Pirate closer Shane Matthews was taken in the 8th round by Baltimore, and the Chicago White Sox, they drafted shortstop Dale Mollenhauer in the 17th round. Molly didn't miss much of the second half of the season with that broken right hand. And the Chicago Cubs have taken pitcher Dustin Sasser in the 21st round. He led the Pirate starters with a 3.52 ERA. Also, pitcher Jason Knights was taken by San Francisco. The Kinston Indians saw their 8-game win streak snapped against Myrtle Beach last night. Tonight, the K-Tribe put up 3 touchdowns. 21-6, they bang away at the Pelicans. K-Tribe beating Myrtle Beach 21-6. They had 23 hits in that game. And the Bigs interleague play resuming tonight across the majors. The best showdown, the first place Mets and the Tigers in Motown. David Wright the other way for the Mets. The solo shot, his 10th of the season. 1-0 New York on top. Wright getting it done without the glove in the field. Barehanded grab. He gets the runner. A nice play. The Mets shut out the Tigers 3-0. How about the Braves staying within the National League as they would take on the Cubs? And Alfonso Soriano, the high-dollar free agent, finally paying off. He gets the solo shot on the first pitch he saw on the first pitch that he saw in the second. Also another home run. He's not done there. Another solo homer in the 4th. 3 home runs today by Alfonso Soriano, who now has 10 on the season. The Cubs spanked the Bravos 9-1. That final from Atlanta. NASCAR has slapped Nextel Cup driver Kurt Busch with one of the biggest punishments in the sport's history. The circuit hitting the Penske driver with a $100,000 fine and docking him 100 driver points for his rough driving last week at Dover. Busch tangled with Tony Stewart on the track, then only took out one of Stewart's crew members on pit road. Busch on probation for the rest of this season. He and the Cup gang in Pocono this weekend. Rocket Ryan is on the pole again. Ryan Newman earning his 3rd straight pole. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will start 13th. You can log on to WITNTV.com for the complete Pocono 500 lineup. And finally, Greenville's Will McKenzie is in the hunt in Memphis. He's tied for 17th at 1 under par, 6 shots back of Adam Scott at the St. Jude Championship. Dave?
All right, thanks, Brian. It's kind of like the Oscars, but not. It was a night of the Internet's most famous. Stay tuned to find out who took home the Webby.
It's back. WITN's Big Bang Auction, Eastern Carolina's largest online auction. Bid now on any item at WITNBigBang.com. Bidding is now through June 18th. Bid on hundreds of items from Eastern Carolina merchants. $4,000 towards a sunroom, screen room, or screen lanai could be yours, but you need to bid now. WITN's Big Bang Auction runs now through June 18th. Go to WITN's Big Bang Auction and bid now. It's WITN's Big Bang Auction. Want Eastern North Carolina to know about your business? WITN's Creative Services Department can enhance your business with the most effective and affordable television commercials in the market. Using state-of-the-art tools from the latest in digital equipment to the most powerful jingles in the country, our experts can create the right message for you. With over a century of combined experience in commercial production, WITN's award-winning creative services team serves some of the top businesses in Eastern North Carolina. Let us help your business grow. Call 252-946-3131 today.
Thinking about selling your home?
If I list my home with you, how will you market my property? I'll put a sign in your yard.
I'll put a sign in your yard.
I'll place a sign in your yard.
List it with the multiple listing service.
List it with the multiple listing service.
Place an ad in the newspaper.
Place an ad in the newspaper. And put a photo in our home.
Put a photo in our home's magazine.
Don't waste your time with old-fashioned marketing. List your home with an agent who will market your property with a video home tour at WITNTV.com. Video home tours let buyers tour your home from the comfort of their home or office PC, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And buyers relocating from outside the area can view your property and make an appointment before they arrive. So choose an agent who offers real estate marketing that works. Video home tours, exclusively on WITNTV.com. See Video Home Tours for the Beaufort County area from The Rich Company, with offices on Carolina Avenue and on West Main Street in Washington and on Carteret Street in Bath.
The best of the internet are taking center stage at the Webby Awards. And as Jeannie Most reports, the top stars are forced to keep it brief.
Only at the Webbies would this lame joke seem endearing.
Knock, knock. Yeah. That's my favorite search engine.
If you're searching for internet stars, this is the red carpet for you. There's Lonely Girl 15, winner of the Best Actress, Webby. They're the two guys who created YouTube.
YouTubers, this is for you.
The night is long, but the speeches at least are short. No more than 5 words allowed.
Thanks, Mom. Whoever you are.
5 words, even if you're the CEO of eBay.
Bidding starts at 99 cents.
Even Facebook didn't get much FaceTime.
I'm just here for Bowie.
That would be David Bowie, winner of the Webby for Lifetime Achievement.
Only get 5 words. That was 5.
Bowie on the same stage as Monkey Mail?
And the Webby goes to Monkey Mail.
It lets you put your voice in a chimp's mouth.
Monkeys are funnier than people.
Monkeying around at the Webbies were the Beastie Boys, Webby Artists of the Year. Their 5 words?
Can anyone fix my computer?
The co-creators of YouTube were asked about their favorite online videos.
With water buffalo, lions, and a crocodile.
A lion catches a water buffalo calf. Then the lions almost lose the calf.
The crocodile's taking that baby away.
To the rescue, the whole herd of water buffalo.
Ooh!
They beat up the lions, then reclaim their calf. Hard to top that, but YouTube co-founder Steve Chen picked this favorite.
Video of a human slingshot.
They didn't try that stunt at the Webbies, but they did try this one. 18 million people have watched what happens when Mento Mints react with Diet Coke. So what better finale for the Webbies than to perform it live, using strings to pull open caps, releasing Mentos into the Coke. So, you're soaked, right?
Oh, yes. We are soaked to the skin.
For a year, these two have made a living performing the Coke and Mentos routine. Practice makes perfect. Better keep your Coke and Mentos away from your computer.
You're still here.
That's the best of the web. Let's take a look at the winning lottery numbers for tonight. 549 for the pick 3 and the cash 5, 20, 21, 25, 8, and 31. And another check on the forecast. Another hot day tomorrow, Marvin.
Indeed, it's going to be a hot one out there, and maybe a few thunderstorms by the afternoon. A couple of thunderstorms tonight, mainly to our south and west and up in central and southeastern Virginia. Most of that will stay out of the area, although later tonight maybe an isolated storm or two. A few clouds rolling in, but I think we'll have at least partly sunny skies for tomorrow, and that'll allow those temperatures to once again warm up into the 90-degree range. Overnight, low to mid 70s, so a very warm one, 73 to 77, partly cloudy to start the day. And on the extended forecast, that risk of a storm on Saturday. Ending Saturday evening, then drier air moves in. Still warm. We should be in the mid to upper 80s early in the week, but not bad at all. Not quite as hot as it has been. Overnight lows will be in the mid to upper 60s. Dave.
All right. Thanks, Marvin, and thank you for joining us. Be sure to start your day with the Sunrise Show tomorrow morning at 6:30.
You're watching